Hello everyone and welcome back to the Belgian Beer Brothers channel. Cedric here in Antwerp with yet another brew review, and today we are gonna talk about another Antwerp based brewery. We are gonna talk about SE10 for our Dutch viewers, not S10, niet 10, but SE10. And SE10 is a brewery in Hoboken, in the Blikfabriek, former tin can factory, that is repurposed. The luthier that actually does all the work to my guitars and my basses is there. They have a bar, they have this brewery, they have a crockery, and so on and so on. So it is a creative hub, and Sven already proved himself in the beer world because he used to work for Anheuser-Busch InBev, and he has worked for Brewdog in the UK as well. So I would say Sven knows a thing or two about beer and about brewing. Now, first thing that I immediately see here is independent Belgian microbrewery, and that is exactly what it is. Brewed for the bold and the curious. Now, Sven is I might not exaggerate when I say he's specialized in craft IPAs and doing it the right way. So what we are having today is Urban Haze, a 4.9%. He calls it a session IPA, although I think practically 5% is not necessarily a session, but I do understand why in his book with double and triple IPAs this might be a session. Yeah, what can I say about this? The hop-forward flavor of an IPA combined with a sessionable alcohol content, delivering a refreshingly tropical finish. Ingredients: water, barley, oat, wheat, hop, and yeast. Now, I am a tiny bit disappointed that he didn't specify the hops. However, the fact that they use barley, oat, and wheat means that I'm expecting a very well-rounded mouthfeel, a very fulfilling IPA, even though it is rather low in alcohol. Okay, so let's have a taste, shall we? Now I am gonna talk about SE10 more extensively because I will probably, I still have to ask, so he didn't say yes yet, but I'll probably interview Sven in the brewery this summer, around and about. Okay, Urban Haze, absolutely. Like the can, by the way. But yeah, Urban Haze, urban because he is based in Hoboken, not New York, Hoboken, Antwerp, the original one. But hazy as fuck, absolutely. Lovely hazy. Down at the bottom here it is very, very thin, very clear, but for the rest it is all very hazy, just the way we like it. Rather pale, but in this style, no problem at all. I kind of like it this way. A lot of bubbles, nicely carbonated, and a nice thick creamy head of foam. Rather white foam. Yeah, looks very nice, very appealing. Aroma wise, I want to say quite light, hoppy, fruity. A bit of citrus, a bit of zest, a bit of pineapple. Yeah. Now on availability, by the way, you can get these drinks, these beers in the larger drink centers, but also if you're lucky, he doesn't open up his brewery very often, I think once or twice a year maybe, and that's where I got him. but you might be lucky enough to find some of these in the supermarket. In the center of Antwerp, a few supermarkets do carry these from time to time because he brews in batches, of course. So, Carrefour underneath Groenplaats, for example, people in Antwerp exactly know where that is. And right underneath the tower of the cathedral, you might find these beers. Okay, that being said, let's have a taste. Cheers. Okay, tingly, hoppy, surprisingly malty for an IPA, or at least for a modern craft IPA. A very pleasant bitterness. Again, a tiny hint of pineapple. I don't know if that's intentional, but I do get a bit of pineapple. Now, full disclosure, it hasn't been long since I brushed my teeth, so the menthol from the toothpaste might play a role in this as well, which means I'll have to taste more carefully. Yeah, the mouthfeel is really pleasant. This is maybe a bit cold because I forgot to take it out of the fridge, so I'm drinking it colder than I'm supposed to. Nonetheless, very pleasant mouthfeel, lovely carbonation, great balance between a little sweetness, nice bitterness, very balanced, not aggressive at all. And it is really, really drinkable. So even though it's almost 5% ABV, it does taste like a session IPA. So don't get confused. This is not 3%. This is still about 5%. And it is quite well rounded in the mouthfeel. Of course, he didn't stoop so low in the ABV that would be a problem. But at the same time, because he used those wheats, those oats, yeah, that mouthfeel. Nice amount of protein, very, very creamy. It's not too fruity either. It is, yeah, flavor-wise, very pleasant as well. That bitterness and that very, very tiny sweet edge, because it's not sweet, it's just a bit like leftover sweetness. Really balance each other out. Now, I don't think that this is a first try. I think Sven does have the habit of reiterating and trying to perfect his recipes, and actually it says so here on the can as well. Best before November 2027, which is quite long for an IPA, but I bought it completely fresh. So and it is batch 253 of 2025. And it does have a nice warning here saying hops fade fast. So best before November 2027, but preferably as fresh as possible, as one should with IPAs. It is very volatile. I do get a bit of grapefruit as well, but mainly the zest. But volatile in the sense that the after flavor dissipates very, very quickly. So the aftertaste is pleasant, but very light, very thin. Yeah, I think this is ideal for barbecues and whatnot. Warm weather, sun in your face, and just enjoying the moment and enjoying a beer. So how should I score this? I think I'm gonna give this the golden standard of 3.5. And I still have a few of SE10 left. I'm gonna do another week of one brewery, just like we did with Belgian, for example. But I honestly think that we are gonna see an increase in scoring, because I plan these beers going up in alcohol, but I think that we're gonna go up in flavor and in quality as well. And I might unveil that the next one that we're gonna taste is an award-winning beer, and not just an award-winning beer, an award that I actually gave out myself, because it was the People's Choice Award on the Modest Beer Festival. So very eager to try that one as well. Until then, cheers! And if you can't wait, subscribe, hit the bell icon, you'll get notified whenever I upload something. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up. If you want to support me, visit the Patreon page and subscribe to the newsletter, and share a video, or just come visit me in Antwerp. We'll do a tour. Until the next video, cheers!